do the impossible, impossible.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to Chile, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Play action. It's Fields.
That's caught by Myers.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
Henry will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Henry again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
That's a big loss of footing, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's Henry. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll run for it with Henry. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw there, hauled in by Claypool.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Now another timeout here called by the Titans. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Mahomes to throw once more. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked practice, put him to good use on that one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle in the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 21-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
To throw is Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Give him another shot here on the ground.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is brought in at the 21.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. In motion comes the tight end left. On second down, here's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Fields.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. And he's not able to go the distance. He's out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. What a return. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Now it's Fields.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And it's a Titans touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Titans have cut it back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
On second down, they'll run it here. And some room to maneuver. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now, after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They go play fake. Mahomes.
And this one too low.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. on 2nd and 12. Fields. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, this is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. They set up the screen for Henry. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee.
Returnable here from the 38. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right.
And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. They lose it with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And here we go on 4th down, Fields.
And he will find his man on the outside.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver, because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
A first down carry for Henry.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Wide open receiver, complete.
He's got the first down and more. Look at the big fella go.
Touchdown, Titans.
Chigakonkwo.
55 yards.
And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
85 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Right back to him on first down. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
41 yards.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And Mahomes going to run again.
He'll pitch it back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush. A lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
72 yards rushing for him now to this point.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Titans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw, Fields. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. The handoff, running left, Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Well, Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here's Fields. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Henry up the middle. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Fields now to throw.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Airing one out for Boyd. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Titans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now on 2nd and 13.
Fields.
That's caught by Myers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Meanwhile, Fields throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now Fields.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
at my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground.